Hey Claire, it's Megan here. I just finished viewing your values discussion post and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought you did an amazing job looking at your positive past life experiences and then comparing it to the nursing field. Um, I really enjoyed when you talked about the Provision 6.1. We kind of had the same views on it, but I really like how you said that nurses have these particular values and these particular values that nurses have make them a good nurse. So I really enjoyed that. And then I enjoyed how you compared your positive values that you had in your lifetime to how it will go into the nursing profession, how you kind of compared that with the Provision 6.1. Your first value, openness, I thought was very interesting and I really liked your take on it. I never considered that value as like one for me until you kind of explained it. I was like, I 100% agree that is something a nurse needs to have. Um, Openness to growth, openness to learning opportunities, especially since we are students right now. We want to be able to take advantage of every learning opportunity we can and use that in practice too. It's never too late to learn a new skill. So I really enjoyed your take on openness and I thought it was very, very important value to have. Compassion was your next one, and I really enjoyed when you said it's the purest form of respect. I couldn't agree more with that statement. I think compassion is extremely important in the healthcare setting, especially working as a nurse. I like how you brought up the ethical points that you may not always agree with everyone's medical decisions, but no matter what, you still have to treat them with respect and you have to be there for them in the hardest times. And then lastly, honesty. I liked how you brought up that honesty is how trust forms, and then from the trust, a good trustworthy relationship forms, which allows for the open communication, the straightforward conversations. So I just really enjoyed that one as well. I thought all three of your values were extremely important values of a nurse. And I also liked how you kind of brought up in the honesty part that you want your professors and other people you work with to be honest, that if you're not doing it the right way, you want to learn how to do it the correct way. And I think that is so important as a nurse. And I think a lot of nurses are afraid to admit they don't know stuff and to admit when they did something wrong. And I just think it's so important to be honest and to always learn from opportunities like that. My three values were trustworthiness, hardworking, and being supportive. I kind of saw an overlap in our values a little bit. So I kind of viewed like my trustworthiness the way you viewed honesty, how you form that trust and you form that healthy relationship with the patient. So I kind of thought those views overlapped a little bit. And then being supportive and compassion, I think those two views also overlap a little bit. So we kind of were on the same track with most likely always showing support to the patient and being open and trustworthy. And then our last two views kind of changed a little bit. Mine was being hardworking and yours was being open. Both kind of take away that you want to do the best job that you can. You always want to advocate and go above and beyond for your patient. And with your openness too, I kind of took that as you want to learn and you want to be able to do what's best for your patient. So I feel like those values kind of overlap a little bit. But overall, I think your values were extremely important, and I 100% agree that those are strong values that a nurse should have.